Hello everyone, my name is Vera and I have Dalibor and Angie with me today, and we're going to take you through our next yoga session. We're going to start in our knees, in our child's pose, just to kind of like really relax and stretch our spine and our lower back. Bring those hips down to your heels, open those knees as wide as you need to, and just stretch those arms forward. Good, just to relax and to really get the spine stretched. Bring your forehead down on the ground and take a few moments just to completely relax here. Taking nice deep breath into the back of your rib cage, into your lower back, into the hips, to really feel that space with your breath. And on your exhale, maybe to relax a little bit more here. Inhalation right into the back of your rib cage. And exhale to relax a little bit more here. One more time. Good, and on your next inhale, you're gonna gently look in between those hands and then just slide yourself right through. Palms under your shoulders, nice and gentle cobra, feet hip wide apart, maybe a little bit wider if you need to, and very gentle stretch here, right through that spine, lengthening that spine. Shoulders away from your ears, elbows bent. Be very careful, be very gentle to your lower back, just lengthen. Squeeze those glutes. Good. Bring the chest down, palms under your shoulders. Let's lift up and round your back. And let's go for a few more rounds, but with your breath. We're just going to start flowing here, all the way forward. Inhale. Exhale, belly right in, round your back. Bring those hips down to your heels. Good. Two more. Inhale. And exhale, nice and gentle, waking up the whole spine here. Waking up the lower back, stretching and releasing. Good, bring it right down. And let's come back to your neutral spine. We're gonna move into your shoulders now. Left hand stays on the ground. You're gonna start scooping that air in right with your right hand. Lift it up, drawing those edges right up. And then bring those hips down. Open the chest, look back, and let's scoop it right forward again. So your hands and your knees not moving anywhere. You're just kind of like going up, drawing, finding those edges with those fingertips. Reach and stretch, and then bring you right down. Good. One more time. We have 3 rounds here on each side. Again, if you're doing it at home and you feel like you need to go for a few more rounds, please feel free to do so. Good. And let's lift it right up, all the way up into the sky. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me here. The right hand goes up, and then the same right hand goes right through your left armpit here. You're going to start sliding those palms all the way down to bring your right ear down to the ground, and just relax here. Your hips still on top of your knees. We're just stretching that shoulder here. Good. If you feel like it's a little bit too much, you can use the blocks here to bring the right ear down to your block. Bring the right ear. Slide, slide, slide. No, ear. Where's your ear? That's your right ear, yes. There you go. Now bring that palm down. You feel the stretch in your shoulder? Good. Also here, you can also use the block to bring it right under your ear. Yeah. Rotate the palm down. Good. You feel the stretch in your shoulder? Good. So really just stretching the shoulder out here as well. Good. You can stay here for from 1 minute up to 5 minutes. Depends how you really want to stretch the shoulder and how tight are your shoulders. We're going to stay here for one more breath. And on your next inhale, gently release. Bring that left hand right under your shoulder and just stretch it out. Let's round your back, tuck your chin in, And we're going to open the chest, lengthen and open up, really stretch into the tips of your fingers. And let's bring you right back down. So your right hand stays on the ground. And we're going to start moving with your left hand. Exactly the same movement. Left hand goes right up, drawing those edges. You're really stretching, reaching right forward. Then all the way right up, feeling every single detail of that movement. And bring it right back, stretch and reach, enjoy that movement right to that shoulder joint. Good, it's a very nice mobility movement as well for your shoulders to get rid of all the tension there, any tightness, any blockages we have in our shoulders. And just nice to wake up those shoulders. So we completed 3 rounds, and let's leave the left hand right up again. Reach into those fingers first, stretch it out, and on your exhale, let's bring it exactly the same way. We're just changing the side. Hips right on top of your knees. Slide the left hand down, bring the right hand on top. Again, if it's too much, if your shoulders are a little bit too tight, you can use the blocks to bring that ear down to the block. So it will help you to elevate the shoulder a little bit and to remove that compression, you know, so it's not that, so it doesn't feel too much. Good. You might also feel the difference again with the left and the right side as usual. So you might need the block on one side. If you don't have blocks at home, you can always use the pillows, blankets, books, anything that, you know, will help you to create the space. It doesn't have to be blocks exactly. So good. Let's stay here for one more breath. And if you're doing it at home again, you can stay for as long as you need to, 1 minute up to 5 minutes. Good, and gently lifting it right up, unwinding. Good, tucking your chin in and raising up vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, lift up, reach. And exhale, stretch the chest. Now straight hands, keep those hands nice and straight. And let's lengthen to the left and to the right, right through your chest. Imagine when you just get up from the bed, you're having that nice stretch, that nice release. Bring it all the way back, down. Good, and all the way right down. Palms go right under your shoulders again. Tuck your toes in. And let's lift in our downward facing dog. So belly in, soft knees first, lengthen the spine. Create the nice and long spine from the index finger all the way up into your tailbone. Now, the whole palm is on the ground. The whole palm is right on the ground. Move forward, move forward. Bring it forward. Again, good. So now you want to bring that hip back and up. So really create the movement of that hip, of the tailbone, back and then right up. If somebody like really holding you into that hip. Good, and let's walk those heels up and down, paddling those heels. Good, for 3, 2, just to get those hamstrings warmed up as well. And 1, good. From here, hands not moving, feet stay the same as they are. You're going to gently come, roll your spine. So rolling your spine up vertebra by vertebra and kind of like rolling it all the way up or all the way down even into your plank. Right here into your plank. Nice and strong. So palms under your shoulders, belly right in, engaging. So we're not sinking anywhere here. Lift it right up, pressing this ground away from you. Good, and let's go all the way up again into your downward facing dog. So keep those feet the way they are, keep those hands the way they are. Try not to move them. You're just really just rolling it forward into your plank and exhale right up. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to go a little bit further. So we're going to come into upward facing dog. We did that before. So rolling that spine, shifting those shoulders right under those palms and lift up here. Very important. Heels, not hanging heels, right up. Squeeze those glutes. Protect the lower back. Nice and strong legs. They're parallel to the ground. So they're not hanging anywhere here. Nice and strong. straight spine, lengthen that spine. Not sinking into the shoulders. Lift right up. Good. And on your next exhale, pulling the navel right in and then flowing up. So vertebra by vertebra. And lifting it right back up. Nice and strong. Let's go for 2 more. Let's flow. Imagine if you're like the wave in the ocean, getting it all the way up. Inhale. And exhale back right up. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. On your next inhale, let's bring the right knee. So a little bit more of a strengthening here again. Bring the right knee into your elbow. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. And then the right foot goes all the way outside. Again, you can help yourself with the hand. Again, it's not a competition. If you can't bring it straight up, just help yourself with the hand so the foot is aligned with the side of your mat. Right in front of you. Bring the knee down. If you have any knee problems, it's nice to put some, again, blankets or a towel maybe right under the knee in the back. Good. So we're just staying here and we're going to shift that foot just to the rim of the foot. The foot and the knee goes outside. So I'm just going to show it to you here. So the foot, so it was here. We're kind of shifting it right out to create more space here for the hip, for the groin, for a stretch. That knee in the back. Slide it back, so again, so get into those groins. So options here, you can either bring, so if your right leg is in the front, you can either bring just your left elbow down, see how it feels. If you feel flexible enough, if your hips are open enough, you can bring 2 of your elbows down. Might not be happening, it really doesn't matter. You can even use the blocks again, pillows, blankets, whatever that you need to put maybe your forearms on the blocks. If you have the block or whatever else that you have handy in your house. Good. Maybe just one elbow. Maybe you want to elevate it a little bit higher again. Just to really help you to be able to relax here. We're going to stay here for 3 more breaths. How are those hips going there? Good. Keep breathing. Very important is just not to hold your breath. Imagine if you're directing your breath right into those hips. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're not going anywhere yet. So you're going to lift up, and that foot in the back, you're going to shift it to the side. So the foot goes right to the side. You're going to leave the leg in the back, and let's drop the left hip down here. So really dropping and getting that stretch right through the side here. That foot goes down, that heel goes down in the back. Let me show it to you from this side as well. Good, so you're just right here, really getting that nice stretch through that hip and through that area here. Good. You feel it?
Yeah.
Good. Just getting into those try to extend the leg, so it's a nice and straight leg. Yes, so you're really activating it. Flex the foot. You feel the stretch there?
Yeah.
Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's lift it right up and bring it all the way back into your downward facing dog. Again, walking those heels up and down. And we're going to add a little bit of strengthening again now, just to combine strengthening and the stretch here as well. Let's go for upward facing dog. 3 more rounds, but we'll try to go a little bit faster this time. So round your back, flowing right up. Inhale, just to get the blood flowing. Remember those heels, they're not hanging, nice and strong. Straight legs, exhale right up. 2 more, inhale, lift up. Creating that warmth, creating that heat, moving all those fluids around the whole body. And exhale, bring it right up. Good. On your next inhale, left leg goes right into your left elbow. Straight. For 3. Let me get show. 2. 1. And then whenever you're ready, you can either help yourself with the hand, or you can just step it right forward, or help yourself with the hand. So that the left foot is aligned with the rim of the, with the side of the mat. Bring the knee down in the back, have those blocks or whatever that you have, again, handy if you need it, or if you need it last time. Open that foot, try to open that foot and open the knee to the side to really get into that hip. Again, either your right elbow down, maybe your left elbow, maybe you're using the blocks, or whatever is again that you have in the higher. Good, to really be able, make sure trying to really relax those hips. Complete relaxation of those hips. For 3 more counts. See if you can open that forward. Yeah. Again, it's not a competition. It doesn't matter how far you go, how low you go. Just really feel every single detail. We're not just doing the stretch. We're really experiencing. We're feeling it. We're getting to know our physical body better. Getting to know all those areas. Okay, we collect the tightness and the tension. And then gently lift up here to bring the right palm under your shoulder. Shift that foot to the side, so just outside of the mat. Lift up. Make sure that the side of the foot, the heel is down. And just let's stretch it out here. If your hips are quite tight, you will feel the hips in this area as well here. Good. Again, try not to just dump into your shoulder. You really want to keep that shoulder nice and active. You're just really stretching through that part here. Belly in, nice and strong legs. So the knee doesn't just bend. Nice and engaged. Everything nice and active for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it right back. Step it back. Walk those heels. Good. And then gently bring that right up. A little bit more of a strengthening. So we're coming into a plank. And from our plank, we're going to do chaturanga. If you cannot do chaturanga, you could just bring knees and chest down. I will show you. So palms under your shoulders. We're going to slide forward, coming to the tips of your toes. So that your shoulders kind of like really go on top of your palms. Then bend those elbows first 90 degrees. Give everything engaged. 90 degrees. Staying here for 3, 2, and then gently release. Good. Well done. And slowly coming into your cobra. Legs engaged. Glutes engaged. Stretch to that spine. Bring it down. Elbows go right under your shoulder. Let's stretch the back of your neck and under the shoulder blades. Tuck your chin in and let's lift up. So you are here and you're really lifting up and breathing right to the back of your neck. Good. Gently release it down. And we're going to interlock those fingers in the back to open the chest a little bit more today. To open that heart. Lift, squeeze the shoulder blades together for 3, 2, 1. Good, and bring it down. So palms go right in front, palms on top of each other. Bring your forehead down and just shake those hips off, just to release the lower back a little bit. Good. So we'll go for one more round of our chest and our heart opening. You have the first option as well. This is the first option. The second option, we're going to bend the knees and get a hold of the feet to come into our bow pose, Dhanurasana. So bending those feet again, maybe a little bit higher, maybe you can even reach them all the way down to your ankles. Try not to open those knees too much. Keep the knees nice and aligned with your hips. Again, if it's not happening, remember you always have that first option. Good. On your next inhale, whenever you're ready, start kicking those feet all the way back and lift up. So you're really lifting yourself up on those ankles here, on those knees, bringing those, opening those knees, lift your chest. Good. So we have the look up if you need to, Also, the third option, if you haven't had the food recently, you can try and go like up and down here just to massage these organs a little bit more. It's very nice to move those fluids around, to get the blood circulation, to remove any. If it's not happening, it's totally fine. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Good. And let's gently release. Well done. Bring those palms into your shoulders. Let's lift up and into your child's pose just to relax again. Open those knees wider. Stretch those arms. Good, and let's gently come all the way right up again. Slowly, slowly coming up. We're gonna go for a little bit more of a stretch for hips as well. Just working a little bit more on the lower part. So sitting down on your hips, let's bring our right leg. So let's bring our right leg just in front of you. Flex the foot. So the shin is aligned with the front of your mat. So you're not bringing it anywhere closer to your hip. It's nice in front of you. Just in front of you, aligned with that hip. The second leg goes exactly the same way. Flex the foot. Ideally, you want to bring that foot on top of the knee and that knee on top of your foot. Might not be happening if your hips are quite tight. The second options, we have those blocks. Again, you can use at home pillows, blankets, cushions, whatever, just to elevate those hips. So, Dali, take a block. Yeah. It will become a little bit easier. I think, Andy, you might need a block as well. Good. And just bring it right on top there as well. So when you're here, you want to check if you have this little triangle here. So that the shin is nice and straight in front of you. And then just like triangle space there. Good. Again, wherever we are today. Good. You feel the stretch there? Good. You know what? Try not to kind of like sink into one side. Really ground yourself through your sitting bones. Relax into your sitting bones. Align yourself a little bit more that way. So we're not leaning to any side. Good stretch for the hip, no? You feel it stretching, yeah? Good. For 3, 2, 1. Good. And let's gently release it out. Again, when you're doing it at home, you can stay here for up to 5 minutes. It's just really nice to good, shake it off. And we're changing the side now. So left leg goes just in front of you. Right leg goes right on top. Good. Flex your feet. You can also have it, if you're pretty flexible, if your hips are quite open, you can just bring the hand down to the knee just to help yourself a little bit. But make sure that you're not leaning again on any side. Shoulders down, maybe close your eyes and just relax here. The other options that you can add if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can start bringing those hands forward and just kind of like making sure that you're not lifting those hips off the ground. Glue those hips right down to the ground and just walk forward. You will feel a little bit more. Again, make sure that you're not hunching forward, nice and straight spine, and breathe into those hips. For 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's lift it right up and lengthening and straight in front. Let's reach those arms up. Inhale. And on your exhale, flex your foot toes up, nice and engage legs. Bring those hands, maybe just touching your toes. Maybe that's as far as you can go. Belly in, remember, movement always from your hip crease. And then if you can bend those elbows, but not bending your back. It's nice and straight spine. Just bending those elbows and reaching your chest and your belly down. Staying here for 3. Breathing right through those hamstrings. Again, wherever you are today. You can either stay here, maybe you can go a little bit more forward. Really doesn't matter. Staying safe and protecting your physical body there as well from any injuries. 2 and 1. Good. And let's gently flow right up. Coming back into comfortable cross-legged position. Let's take a nice and deep breath in here. Interlock those fingers, reach those arms up. And exhale, open. Inhale, right up again. Connect those palms together. And then just bring them in front of your heart center. And just to thank yourself for everything that you just did. And have an amazing day.